Yellow! What is going on? How y'all doing? 'Tis I, Chill Pill. Welcome to another Castlevania stream. I hope y'all are having a good day. I got a haircut. Look how nice my hair looks. Aw. It's so nice. Aw. I was finally able to get in, and my hair is on point. Nice and shaved down just in time for the fucking terrible, the chili curl. Heat of summer. There's one thing that Texas knows how to do well, and that's kill us with heat. And there's one thing that the Texas power grid knows how to do well, and that's kill us whenever there's a snowflake. So yeah. Damn, now I want chili cheese curly fries. Ooh, that sounds really good. Now I want some. God damn it, Space. How could you? Wait, hold on.
It's all ogre now.
That's pretty good. Ooh! Space, speaking of It's All Ogre Now and Shrek memes, I decided to get... And Ratter just came in saying, damn it, now I want a chili dog from Sonic. I think we got the wrong food for today. Maybe tomorrow we get some chili dogs and chili cheese fries. That sounds really good. I digress. So, it's kinda haha funny meme, haha whatever. But I decided to get the Shrek G Fuel. The good one, not the clearly a joke flavor, kind of like the chili dog Sonic one that you got. But there was a Shrek flavor that's a Mai Tai, and it's actually pretty fucking good. If you were to tell me that the drink came out of something that had a big old face Shrek on the can, I wouldn't believe you. But I'm gonna tell you, whenever you run out of whatever flavor you're on, I highly recommend the Mai Tai. It's actually pretty fucking good, especially now that we're getting into the summer months. It's really fucking good. But anyways, earwax. No, the joke flavor is onions and waffles, and I wish I was making that up, but it's a real thing. It's terrible. I haven't had it, but I don't need to have it to know that drinking something that's flavored like waffles and onions doesn't taste good. Anyways, how about we get into the game, shall we? Get it, do. This stuff, and let's go. Yeah, onion waffle. More like onion awful.
Got it!
And also... damn it. Wait, what was special? Special! That's not that special. Alright. Let's do it. Belmont. Chilium. Now, I need to get my bearings. So, you're asking about the Baldur's Gate Honor mode. Basically, it's difficulty setting where the boss fights are harder, the action economy is stricter, and you get one save file for the entire game. Ooh, so it's kind of like permadeath mode. Or, well, no. You only get one save file, so you can't spam saves. But you can still save. And I guess Baldur's Gate is already... God. Is it permadeath? You cannot load the save file except from the main menu, and anytime you exit the game, it automatically saves. Damn. I don't remember. Is Baldur's Gate permadeath? Even if you Alt F4, it will save the game before closing. Ha! That's awesome. And you beat that? Who's your usual team whenever you play Baldur's Gate? Or, no, more correctly, what team did you go with for this particular run? Oh yeah, the most important thing, if your party wipes, that's it, the run is over. So it is kind of like permadeath. No! I could clearly just crawl over there. I could do it. You can... Oh, God. Video game logic is so stupid. Well, I can't get over this fence. It's waist high. It's not strictly permadeath because you can still revive your fallen teammates as long as your whole party doesn't go down at any point. Hold on. I just reminded myself of a really funny video, and now I have to share it. God damn it, I have to share it. I'll go to the plants.
Yes, this is...
I'm sure you're familiar with this channel. If you aren't, you should go and watch their video on Baldur's Gate as well. It's pretty fucking funny. You-do-do.
is good. This is very, very good, yes.
Siegfried, how goes construction on the chest-high wall?
Barnaby, so good to see you. I built the chest-high wall as high as a chest.
Ah, just the height we desired.
No one can get over a chest-high wall. No one.
I picture a man trying to scale our wall, and I think, no, it couldn't be done.
There is no way.
For someone to ask me to rank the crossability of different types of walls, I would rank them as such. Chest-high wall, there's no way. Knee-high wall, you might stand a chance. Toe-high wall, you're getting over that bad boy.
Gentlemen. Hello?
Ewan, is that you?
Ewan, what are you doing over there?
I crossed because I thought I saw a four-leaf clover.
How did you get over there, Ewan? You're on the wrong side of the chest-high wall.
Well, the problem is I crossed the wall when it was toe height. And then I noticed that you fellas were just a bit too efficient.
Well, was it at least a four-leaf clover?
It wasn't even a clover, not even a three-leaf. Just like a weed or something.
Ewan!
You damn fool, Ewan.
No, I'm out. You are in. I'm on the outside.
No, Ewan, I know you're out, but you are you in.
I'm in trouble is what I'm in.
That's Ewan, this happens every time you out.
What?
Ewan, you fail to understand me, and it is upsetting
I'm going to die and you're making jokes.
Ewan, Siegfried.
Wait, what is that?
Someone's heading right for the chest-high wall.
He is suicidal. He is coming right for the chest-high wall.
You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate. It is tightly guarded by hardened old hounds. Instead, try this opening. No. I literally just said dogs will attack you, and you're saying no. What if also you walked in there and there was a pressure plate and an anvil falls on your head when you step on it? Okay, what if there was also a guy with a crossbow in there? What did I do to not be trusted beyond looking all like this and stuff?
Dad, is that you?
Son,
Father, where have you been?
why do you have that thing in your hand? Put it down.
No, I'm worried about you. I missed you. We needed you. We need to go kill people for food now because you stopped providing.
You don't need a weapon.
No, I do need to do it because of you.
That's so crazy. Come on, give Daddy a hug.
Oh, Daddy, I can't resist your hug. Daddy, it's really you.
Totally, 100%. Time to join Daddy.
Oh no! My daddy killed me. Oh no! Fuck! Damn it!
Oh, tarnished you are. You will find little hope in these ashen, dreary lands for your kind. Oh, these cursed ashen fields. I have little to gain. You will be in a bad mood for the rest of your life. Rekindle the flame. Dark, dreary speech. Anyway, tarnished, you will find little levity, little to laugh about. You won't even find an incredibly goofy-looking character in a field somewhere.
Well, howdy there, stranger. It would seem you happened to cross me at just the right time, because it would appear that I am stuck in the ground here, and I could really use your help. If you want to just get around behind me and maybe hit me with like a big sticker.
Not gonna lie, that's me in any dungeon crawler, right? All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, hey, here's a little boy.
A little boy. He's been sitting here all calm, just chilling. Yeah. What do you see, baby boy?
Do you see you?
Wow.
Whoa.
He did just wake up.
Rather, he's bigger than you are.
He's very big. He's a very big boy.
He is 11 months yesterday. Ooh, big ol' yawn.
He's still waking up.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
11 months young. Doesn't look a day over 10 months. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Go this way. Whoop. Not gonna lie, I don't really like this hammer. But it does big bonkies. What do we got? Combat knife does 40. 32, 40. Uh-oh. The little boy has found his way back. Oh, that's right. This is the game where I fucking have grenades because why not? Oh, you're asking about the party composition. I changed up... Whoop. Let's kill this dude. I changed up a lot over the playthrough, but ended with Beastmaster, Ranger, Tav, Kung Fu Asterion, Life Cleric, Shart, and Gale. Of Waterdeep! And no, I didn't use the orb. Found the whole ass I fought the whole ass final boss fight. Well, I feel like you wouldn't be able to say you actually beat the game if you skipped out on that bit. So, it's good you did that. Ooh, $100. I got $100. I got $100. I got $100. Oh, fuck me. Surely this face isn't gonna do anything nefarious. Oh, oh God! Aha! Sharad, you are. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh. Okay. Unshit. Unshit. There. Biggest fuck up they made with the origin character is they default Shart to Tricky Domain Cleric. For newbie players, that makes Shart the worst character by far. Tricky Domain is so fucking hard to play. I'm not gonna lie, I know some of those words, but not all of them. But what I do know, Space, is I am proud of you. You done did good. What is this like? Oh, that's kind of sick. Let's try that out. I need to actually play all the way through Baldur's Gate 3. I did not finish it. Wanted to. Didn't, though. Fuck you! I got grenades, bitch! Your giant-ass sword does nothing against my new age technology called boom bombs. Bomby boomies. Ow. Ow. Woo! Level up! I went from not knowing anything about D&D to beating honor mode. I was proud of myself. Should be. My first playthrough, I basically had to reload the save until I got the right dice rolls to win fights through sheer brute force, but over time I learned the fun in D&D is rolling with the dice. Ooh.
Oh! What's a child like yourself doing in a place like this?
A child? You're rude, Grandpa.
Oh, my apologies. My name's Hammer. The army ordered me to come here.
Hi, I'm Soma.
I thought I was inspecting a shrine, but suddenly I was in a castle. Don't you think that's a mean thing to do to a guy? So I just bailed on the mission.
What do you mean?
There was a bunch of strange people gathered around at the shrine. I thought they'd be good customers, so I opened up shop.
Ah, good for you.
There's weapons all over this castle and no monsters at the front gate. Good place for a shop. Come on by, I'll give you a good deal. See you around.
Slowly walks off into danger. Uh-oh. Bick. A shop, huh? I don't get it. You see, Soma, a shop is where you can exchange currency for goods and services. Ooh! I already got double jump? Fuck yeah. How is it that I got the double jump before I learned how to slide? Careful, there's Dookie outside. Baldur's Gate 3 does a great job of giving you so many ways to stack the odds in your favor, and with practice, you can reliably win most fights, even when you're not better on paper. Have you played any of the other Baldur's Gates, Space? I'd be curious to see what your opinion is of, like, Baldur's Gate 2 compared to 3. Obviously, there's no beating 3, but I wonder what your opinion of 2 would be. saves. Okay, so with the double jump, what can I do? I can go explore. Oh, I remember there was this room with a block that, like, I couldn't do anything with. Played Baldur's Gate 1 for like an hour, but I didn't understand it. Baldur's Gate 3 has some guardrails, like you can't go lower than 8 in any stat. Baldur's Gate 1 doesn't have that. Really? So when I tried to play Baldur's Gate 1, I just fucked up my character so bad it was unplayable. That sucks. Interesting though. I love this whip sword. Kind of reminds me of the chain whip in Bloodborne. I wanted to say Baldur's Gate 3 because we've been talking about that nonstop. Yeah, it reminds me of the chain whip from Bloodborne. God, you remember forever ago when I played a Castlevania run of Bloodborne with nothing but the chain whip? Feels like a billion years ago. I want to go back and play the first two at some point in the other layering games. Yeah, what was the other game they had that came out before Baldur's Gate 3 that was really good? I don't think it was around for your Bloodborne streams. Really? Could have sworn you were. Maybe not. I could have sworn you was. Divinity Original Sin, that's it. Isn't it, weren't they up to Divinity Original Sin 2? I guess I would make it Unoriginal Sin at that point if it's a sequel. The Broadsword. You crazy broadsword. Do a Bloodborne playthrough, guns only. Jesus Christ. Oh, I love Soulsborns, but not enough to do that kind of shit. You know, something that I've never done with Dark Souls that I feel like everybody does as a challenge run is the Soul Level 1 playthroughs. I did the naked playthrough. Heart Pendant. Raises luck, lowers defense. No thank you. But at least I got this item now, so there's that. So now I want to go up. Yeah. Ow. Fuck your bone pillar. Giant ghost! Still can't believe that guy ran all 5 games back to back without getting hit once using only the starting dagger. That took some dedication. Oh yeah, that was really cool. That one and playing the game with, I think it was a banana or something like that, are like some of my favorite playthroughs of the Souls games. I love when people use unconventional controllers for like ridiculously hard games. Oh, capture taken, of course. Like using a Guitar Hero controller. Level up to play Dark Souls or something. It's interesting. Maybe. having that little health makes me nervous, but... Ooh, hammer.
It's hammer time.
Do. Wait, let's crack that whip.
Stop. Hammer time.
Ooh. Feels wrong to have the double jump this early. I'm gonna fucking die. Imagine playing all 3D Castlevanias without dying inside.
Impossibly.
Especially if we're playing Lords of Shadow. I got a tiny devil. Creates a blade vortex around its foes. You don't say. What does that look like? Zombie soldier throws grenades. Oh, dude, that's sick. I like that. Ah. I might not be able to make that. Nope, I don't think I'm supposed to make that yet. I legit can't wait to play Castlevania 64. Kinda wish that they would release it onto the Nintendo Switch whatever thingy. But also, I have copies of it and I've got ways of playing it, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a convenience thing. And I kind of wonder if they have issues getting stuff like that on their virtual console because of like copyright and all that. Wait, am I not able to get there? I should be. Oh, that's a platform. Okay. Woo! Made it. Castlevania 64 has my morbid curiosity peak. Exactly, me too. That's exactly why I'm so interested in playing it. Is I've never played it. I've never watched someone play it. I want to play a 3D Castlevania, and I don't know. Like, it didn't get absolutely terrible reviews, if I remember correctly. But it will have N64 jank, early N64 jank, so we'll see how it goes. But as we all know, nobody can get over the chest-high wall. Okay, give me just a second. Gotta go potty, gotta let the dogs in. In my opinion, all video games should be public domain after 25 years. At least in the sense that you should legally be able to download ROMs of those games. I agree. Unless the people that own the IP are planning on releasing it in some sort of capacity on current gen consoles to where people can play them, then ROMs should be perfectly legal for those things. It's a slippery slope, I know, but also this is my go-to whenever I talk about ROMs, is sometimes there are just games that will never see the light of day because they were popular for whatever reason. I think they should, regardless, unless they plan on selling N64s. Yeah. My go-to is movie tie-in games. Ain't nobody gonna re-release Beethoven 2 for the Super Nintendo. That should be public domain. I should not have any sort of issue finding a ROM for that in any capacity, and those sites should not be taken down because they have things like that. I should be able to download a ROM of Bug's Life on N64. Nobody's going to release it on anything, and even if they did, nobody would want to play it. But if I wanted to play it, it should just be readily available. No one's going to sell it to me. I guess the only exception would be games like RuneScape that are still active. Yeah, absolutely. If they still have life, and the publishers could actually lose out on making money on a thing that is readily available, no, don't make that a ROM. But if you're going to sit here and tell me that Nintendo is actually going to lose out money on Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo, no, fuck you. You haven't released that on anything ever since you put it on the Super Nintendo. You don't need this. I know it has Mario in the name. I know it uses the Mario IP. But if you're so upset about people downloading this, then find a way to put it on a console and charge people for it. Mario Paint. Yes! Oh, the bug game. Oh, God. The flies were no problem. God, I can still remember the boss fly. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright. And you know, speaking of not having games available to play on like modern day consoles. I don't think they've released, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've actually released any of the N64 Castlevanias on any console that wasn't the N64. I think it was only on the N64, right? I might be wrong about that, but I don't seem to remember there being any other place to play those games. There are 2 of them, and the fact that you couldn't play them anywhere else is totally a good reason for, well, we're not going to make this available to you, so emulate away. They're only going to re-release games they feel can make a strategic profit. God, I don't even know about that. Like, have you seen some of the shit that they've been releasing on the virtual console for the N64? Like, I just saved, so this is okay. But, like, look at some of this trash. I feel like Castlevania 64 would be right on par with some of this. Ridge Racer 64, Iggy's Wreckin' Balls, Jet Force Gemini. What else? Winback. Whatever the fuck this is. You're telling me that fucking Extreme G is more popular on the N64 than Castlevania? Jesus Christ. And then it gets really stupid if you look at the SNES collection. You're attributing logic and reasoning to a room full of greedy corporate executives. But who's pining for Ridge Racer 64? That announcement isn't going to draw any customers who don't already have the service in. It's like, oh, I'm just holding out for the day that they release Ridge Racer 64 on the virtual console. As soon as they do that, I am so into the $70 a year tier. I am so fucking in. It's asinine. To quote Hank Hill, it's asinine. They bring in a marketing expert, listen to a sales pitch about why XYZ game will fit some niche target audience and maximize revenue, and then they all shake their heads in agreement. Hi, do desu. So desu ne. Yeah. I think that it has more to do with the publishers. Konami... There wasn't a single Konami game in that lot. In fact, a lot of the N64 games that you can play are Rareware shit. So I'm thinking it has something to do with publisher. Which makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense. So this man. Picture the stereotypical caveman. Corporate executives are like one step below that, just slightly better dressed.
Oh, me understand. Ridge Racer 64 would be good to maximize profits. Bunga bunga.
You know what the kids are pining for? Pilot Wings. Let's bring back Pilot Wings 64. Kids love planes.
This makes sense to me, brain.
Bring back Pilot Wings. Make money go up. Also, none of these people responsible for selecting these releases have ever actually played any of these games and never will. Yeah, if you think that Miyamoto is over there being like, well, you gotta make sure that you have all of the classic Mario games immediately available, and Koji Kondo over there, like, well, I mean, you gotta have Zelda and Majora's Mask Day 1. No. They're like, let's drip feed this, and also not have them get complacent with the fact that we're releasing the good games first. Let's give them trash, so that when we do release the good games, they're like, yeah. Hell yeah. They finally put Diddy Kong Racing on there after putting, I don't know, well, Ridge Racer 64. Or Mickey's Speedway. In fact, you'd be lucky to find one member of the board at Nintendo that's ever actually played a video game outside of Farmville or High Stakes Poker on Facebook. It's very sad, but also kind of true. I fully believe that Reggie Fils-Aimé actually played video games. I do not for 1 second believe that Doug Bowser plays video games, like, at all. He looks so fucking corporate, it hurts. I really don't think that Bowser... Well, okay. That's not fair to say, because his job is to make sure that, like, we maximize profits with Nintendo. But he is not believable as a gamer. He's not believable in the community as, like, someone that's, like, actually understands video games. Bowser has never even heard of a video game outside of the lines he's rehearsed for TV. I bet you he was surprised to hear that he shares the same name as the Mario villain. He's like, what? Did the kids know this? It reminds me of, I can't remember the name of the company, but they're very, like, Black Rocky kind of company that just, like, absorbs other companies and is just, like, huge, and their business seems to be, like, absorb everything so that nobody has anything except for us in the video game industry. And they recently bought Polygon and Giant Bomb. And as a side thing, Giant Bomb eventually bought the rights of the name Giant Bomb and all of that stuff from them. So Giant Bomb is still an independent whatever. But I digress. One of the suits asked one of the people from Giant Bomb, legitimate, straight-faced question, is GTA a popular game? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Is GTA a popular game? One of the most popular things that isn't like a movie? Yes, it's popular. Oh my god, how out of touch can you be? The answer is very. But yeah, hearing that made me really upset that, like, that's where video game journalism and sites and whatever are going. Like, to people with more brains than intellect on the subject matter of whatever site they, or whatever property they are buying. It's beyond upsetting. It's like somebody buying Nintendo and not knowing what Mario is or that he's popular. Oh, do kids like Mario? I guess we should exploit that somehow, huh? Okay, well... Oh, you know what? Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Well, shit. Ooh, I'm at the front of the castle, or... Yeah, I'm at the front of the castle. I can go, I can go see if I can buy some shit. That'd be nice. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's on the PC and cows watching porn. Hi there.
Howdy there. You came.
Alright.
Is this where you open your shop?
Yes? Yes, it is. By the way, that cute young lady over there, she's staring at you. She your friend?
Yeah.
Whoa, I had no idea you're so popular with the ladies.
Hey, it's not like that.
Don't be shy, you hear? It's good to be young. It's a good thing. Alrighty, back to business. Take a look around, friend.
I want to sell some of this shit. Take that from me. Take that from me. Take that from me. Take that from me. Top 10% of income earners in the world have never actually contributed anything to society. They just pump money into XYZ asset and hope that other people do the same. Yeah, that's very true. Like, that's why Tesla Tesla stock is still doing good. It's like, it's a meme stock, and because meme is haha funny, people just continue to pump money into it. It's just like, nobody actually likes this. This doesn't actually reflect the company in any way, shape, or form. It's just people that are deciding, yeah, I think it's funny. Whatever. I'll buy some stock. What do I have? Broadsword, silk robe, and scarf. What I don't like about this game is it doesn't tell you that it's equipped. So you could potentially sell a thing that you have equipped. Okay. What do you have to buy? Ooh, Castle Map 2. Yes, please. Potion, Mind Up, Basilard, Combat Knife, Rapier, Hammer, Broadsword, Spear, Gladius, Scimitar, Katana, Nondescript Sword. I'll buy that. War Fatigues. Intelligence goes way down, but my attack goes up, my defense goes up, and my strength goes up. Yeah, I think I'll buy the War Fatigues. And go ahead and equip all this stuff now. God, I'm gonna look like such a Baka Gaijin with my fucking War Fatigues and a katana. Let's see. Broadsword, combat knife, silk robe. War fatigues. I got a katana, war fatigues, and a Harry Potter scarf. I'm glad it doesn't actually, like, reflect on your character, because I would look so fucking stupid. That's literally the only way you get rich in today's world, for the most part. We're talking about Baldur's Gate 3 earlier. One of my favorite lines of that game was from this lore book that was tearing down the upper class, and they compared it to a duck pond. The scum rises to the top. Very fucking true. Pond scum do rise to the top, though. Cream also rises to the top. If you eat enough fiber, a turd rises to the top of the toilet bowl. You can't dispute that. It's a scientific fact. If you don't eat enough fiber, it don't eat enough fiber, it sinks. Alright, I think that's good. Hey, check out my katana. I'm so cool. Welcome back, Soma. Hey. What? That man over there. Who? You mean Hammer? His name's Hammer, huh? Don't you think he's a little scary? Your turds are supposed to sink. No, they're not. I'm gonna Google this right now. No, they're not. Turds are not supposed to sink. I'm gonna go. Stool is denser than water, usually sinks, but it can float if it contains too much fiber, fat, or gas. This could stem from an infection, irritable bowel syndrome, or other health conditions. Stool's ability to float is usually related to air. A high fiber diet and gas can cause stool to float. However, if a person's stool never sinks, indication of underlying health conditions. Excess fat in stool can also lead to floating stool. This happens if a person consumes large quantity of fat in their diet, or if they have a condition that affects fat absorption, such as Crohn's disease. Uh-oh. I may need to see a proctologist. Your turds are supposed to sink. Floating turds means too much fat in your diet. Dr. Tatter. No! Edit the quote and say that her name is Ratter Shatter. Oh, that's perfect. Ratter Shatter. Fatty left a floater. Who does number 2 work for? Oh, it's Stoko! Hold on. Gotta fix this. Oh. How you doing there, Toko? All right. Somebody give me a quote 431 right now. Or should I say 431? No, I think he's a decent guy. But look at all those weapons over there. No, I didn't rewrite your quote. I just I changed the name. He told me he was opening up his own shop. Here? He's opening a shop in this castle? He's weird. Rigged! Well, give me a quote 431 and tell me if you think it's rigged. Yeah, it's pretty strange. But if you say he's a good guy, I believe you. Your turds are supposed to sink. Floating turds means too much fat in your diet. Dr. Ratter Shatter. Poop. Poop is funny. Ooh. Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm. Shattered these nuts.
Got
Got him! Got him!
Okay, so I think if I keep going all the way to the right, I can double jump some places. I like how all the zombies can't support the weight of their own head. They're either like staring up at the ceiling or looking down at the ground. Jill, have you seen the Netflix Castlevania show? I have. I like the first couple seasons. It's about Richter Belmont. Oh, that's from the newest season, or the newest whatever Castlevania. I gotta say, I liked a lot about that one, except I do not like the opera singing idiot. I'm sorry, like, all the scenes where he's in prison and he's singing opera was just the worst. It was so dumb, didn't need to be a thing. Let's see. Axe armor. Spoilers. Oh, I thought you were implying that you've already finished it, dude. My bad. I haven't spoiled anything too much. Well, JK, haven't seen Upper Dude in prison yet. Oh, okay. Wow, you're super early on then. It's a Castlevania show? Isn't Castlevania just a spin-off of Darkula? Yes. And yes. I like the first series with Trevor Belmont more than the one with Richter. Although having Maria in the newest Castlevania series is pretty fun. She gets pretty fucking unhinged. Like, if you can just license a Castlevania, why not just get the license to Darkula? Dracula is public domain at this point, I thought. We got the Skull Archer. Quit spoiling shit. I'm not spoiling nothing. Ugh. The Whisper voice acting. Yep. I agree. We would make fun of Alucard every single time he was on screen, because no matter how intense the action was, homie just whisper talked everything. It was not great. Even though there were intense yells, we're whispering and flat. I think I can double jump out of water, so maybe now I can actually go this way. Yeah, whisper voice acting is really, really annoying. Like, if that's the character that you've created, sure, but you can't sit here and tell me that there aren't moments where the action and the situation, your character wouldn't raise their voice above this. Come on. They even put the hot chick in there so they could have a Buffy the Vampire vibe. Kinda. There are a lot of girls in the Castlevania series. I will say that I think Trevor Belmont's companion in the original Castlevania animated series is probably the best female companion. She does all the magic-y stuff and is sassy and fun. But Maria is pretty fucking hardcore with the shit that she does. Or the character whose only volumes are whisper or screaming. Right? It kind of reminds me of the Family Guy joke of where Peter's like, "Oh God, I hope I hope the thing where I can't control the volume of my voice doesn't happen while he's here." "Hello, Peter. Please, can I come in?" "Hi! Please come in." Okay, so I can't go up. I can't do that. I could go down, though. See what's over there. Let's go ahead and save. Now that I know I can't do that. By the way, Space, look up the chest high wall guy. Just on YouTube, look up chest high wall, and you'll find his channel. But he does a really, really, really funny Baldur's Gate 3 video as well that I think you would enjoy. Or the Monty Python skit where they have to translate via different tones or vocal ranges. I don't think I remember that one. I do not remember that skit in particular. Sounds funny. Sounds very Monty Python. Very much a school of funny walks, but with voices. I'm gonna guess that it was John Cleese that was in that skit. John Cleese was such a funny man. He's been burgled to a manor of 5,000 pounds. Shit. What do I have equipped? Flying armor. What do I push again? Oh, I push R. R. For, really? You forgot this button already? Whoop. Apparently, I can't pick up this item. Interesting. Let's exit and do that again. Well, it appears that this this item just doesn't exist. That's great. Rapier. Okay, so I'm supposed to be able to get up higher. It's funny how everything we reference as a memorable piece of media is either over a decade old now or referencing something that was over a decade old. I mean, okay, so there's a point where you get to be a certain age and all of your jokes and music, comments and everything become dated. It's an inevitability. Like, I see it with my mom all the time, where she'll, like, start singing a random-ass song from the 1960s and be like, "Oh, you don't know this?" I feel like I'm the same way, but with Simpsons and Family Guy quotes. Like, I know that I'm dating myself with them, but I still think they're funny. But yeah, it is definitely getting to the point where the new generation has no idea what I'm talking about, because the Family Guy that they know is current day Family Guy, and I don't think anybody finds current day Family Guy funny. But there was a point where Family Guy and American Dad and all that were really actually fun shows, and early Simpsons were actually fun shows that had moments that many people found very funny. But they went on too long and lost what made them interesting. We're seeing that right now in real time, Ratter and I, with rewatching King of the Hill, and how every single night that we would watch episodes from like seasons 2 through 8, there wasn't a single episode that we didn't at least get a chuckle out of. And now we're in the seasons 10 through 13, and are just like stone-faced the entire time through the episode because it's not as funny. And I don't know, it might just be our sense of humor. It might be that they aren't actually funny and the writing was better in previous seasons, but I feel like that's the same thing with TV shows in general. Can't remember the most recent Family Guy episode I saw. Okay, but name anything movies or TV related in the past 10 years that's worth mentioning. Hold on. Last 10 years. You guys remember the episode of South Park where... No, you're right. Now, I don't know if this is coincidence or if it's correlated somehow, but it might have something to do with the birth of streamable media. The fact that just all these endless shows and endless podcasts and music to listen to and all that became readily available because there's just so much content. None of it is nearly as memorable as it used to be. Because back in my day, sitting down to TV, you had to be very, very not specific, but whatever. You had to really have intention. Do what? Yeah, you had to be extremely selective in how you spent half-hour chunks, right? Like, not only did you have to be like, what show do I want to watch? You also had to be like, what time is it on? And do I need to record it to watch it? Why can't I pick up anything? Oh, you know what? I think it's because I have too much, or I have the max number of those items. You're right. That one is just feels like cheap jokes done off-brand versions of the characters. Oh, yeah. With King of the Hill. But yeah, like back in the day, you had to be very selective with the media that you were consuming because it only fit a certain time slot. And also, things like stuff on the radio would only come on every so often, and you had no idea when they would come on. So whenever that, I don't know, Blink-182 song came on the radio, you were like, oh, fuck yeah, I love this song. But now it's like, well, I'm just gonna stream Blink-182 whenever I want. So it feels less significant, and because people had to be a lot more selective with the media that they consumed, and they had to be very strict about like the timing and everything. Whenever new episodes of a thing came on, everybody watched it at the exact same time on the exact same channel. Nobody binged watched anything, it was all at the exact same time. So the next day, whenever you went to work or school, people that you knew that liked the show would surely have seen the latest episode of a thing, so you could talk about the latest episode and not just, have you seen Stranger Things? It's never, have you seen episode 3 of Stranger Things? It's just, have you seen Stranger Things? Like, shit like that. It just feels different ever since streaming media became a thing. And yeah, I sound very boomerish, but I really don't care, because I really do think that streaming media and entertainment on demand has kind of ruined that camaraderie or sense of camaraderie with people. So here's my theory. Everything now is designed to be a generic slop with the baseline level of mass appeal necessary to get profitable level of engagement without raising too many eyebrows. So nobody is just given a movie and told, go make something. It's all made in a fucking lab or an assembly line, I guess, is a better comparison. Yeah, I feel that sentiment very hard with things in the MCU. Like, I feel like all of the superhero movies, especially in the Marvel series, has really just become, like, generic as hell, not as interesting. Like, when a Spider-Man movie came out back in the 2000s, it was like, oh my god, they're finally doing movies about cartoons that we grew up with. This is so fucking cool. And now it's like, oh, we've got like 12 Spider-Man movies coming out this year alone. So it's not nearly as fun because it happens so goddamn much. I remember how much fun it was to go see Spider-Man 2 because we enjoyed Spider-Man 1 as much as we did. And now it's just like, well, you can go watch Into the Spider-Verse, or you can watch the Tom Holland Spider-Man, or you can watch the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, or like, it's all over the place, and it's not nearly as fun as it used to be because it just happens so quick fire. It's just so quick fire. I don't feel like you get a chance to breathe in between the movies. Sometimes you don't even get a chance to breathe in between games anymore. Like, it really is just like sensory overload at a point. Monty Python wasn't made on an assembly line. Ghostbusters, the OG Ghostbusters, wasn't made to produce to product specification designed by fucking product managers, you know? Yeah, that's why the newer Ghostbusters feels as gross as it does. Is like, say what you will about the new actors, say what you will about a team of all-female Ghostbusters. The fact of the matter is, they could have made a movie that was Ghostbusters-like, but not actually Ghostbusters. They didn't need to continue Ghostbusters. I think this speaks more about the how unoriginal Hollywood is nowadays versus how they were back in the day. It really is just like a, if this was branded differently, if this was advertised differently, if this was made for a different audience but with similar what's the word I'm looking for? Similar DNA to the movie franchise that people like, but not just overtly named it, I feel like people would have latched onto it more. But they didn't. And we got the Ghostbusters with the all-women cast that nobody liked, not even like the audiences that they were making the movie for. To quote Cartman from that episode of South Park, put a chick in it, make her gay and lame. Like, that really is what it feels like with a lot of movies that are being revitalized now. It's like, you're not trying to be original, you're just trying to, like, be like, what if Star Trek, but female Captain Kirk? Deep Space Nine had an awesome female captain, and they didn't make her character like Captain Kirk-like. So nobody needs a female William Shatner. Just make a badass captain who happens to be female. You know, that's how you write good characters. You don't write them with the intention of, like, their gender or their sexual identity is their character. You make them a character and develop them organically in a way that makes sense for the character you're writing. Star Trek Discovery has a strong female lead. People don't hate female Ghostbusters because it's female. People hate it because it was boring and safe. Yeah, it was very sterilized. And kind of cringy, to be completely honest. Like, it was designed by, well, a fucking product manager. Yeah, and you know what nobody criticized Deep Space Nine for? Having a female lead. In fact, people praised it because she was just a badass captain. Because nobody gave a fuck about Idpu.
Strange. I sense a dark power within you. Who are you?
It is rude to ask questions before introducing yourself.
Yes, you're right. I can't give you my name, but people call me Jay.
People call you Jay? Why hide your real name? Are you a criminal?
No, I have amnesia. I remember that letter. That's it. I'm told that I was in an accident in 1999. When I woke up in the hospital, I had forgotten my name and my past.
Oh, I see. Well, my name's Soma.
Your dark power? Were you born with it?
I don't really know. I first noticed it when I entered this castle.
I see. I guess I was mistaken.
Mr. J. Mr. J. Why have you come to this castle?
Call me Jay. I'm filled with fear when I hear the name Dracula. I came here because of the prophecy. I also thought my memory might return. In fact, since my arrival, it felt like my memory's returning.
And your accident occurred in 1999? Maybe Dracula was involved.
I fear you're correct, especially since I have magical powers.
Jay, are you an exorcist?
Well, you might say that. But I work for no one but myself. I must be going now. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Yeah. See ya. Bye, Mr. J. People want movies and entertainment that challenge them, make them question something about themselves, or laugh at their own flaws, but that's an inconvenient truth since people are flawed. Yeah, I mean, fucking look at Oppenheimer. Like, that was a very, very well-made movie about a very dark part of world history. And it was a completely original movie. And it wasn't, like, specific typecasting or anything like that. It wasn't made to appease any sort of audience. It was just a very good movie about making the atomic bombs that were dropped on Japan. Like, it's you can make good movies. You can make good original movies in Hollywood. It's just that it's so much easier to turn out just like Marvel movie after Marvel movie. Like, you could take a chance on an interesting, like, superhero that doesn't normally see the light of day, Or you could make another Captain America movie. Which one do you want to do? Well, one of those will certainly make you a lot of money because it has a name attached to it. But the other one, it might do good, but also it might be dog water and make you lose money. So people do what's safe. And that's exactly why we get what we do. Every blue moon, we get a fucking Oppenheimer. But then we also get a reimagining of Ghostbusters. Like, it's just like, they do what's safe, what they feel like will earn money, and they don't go beyond that. And that is why media is just struggling today, and I feel like that's why so many younger people take to things like people on TikTok and YouTube and whatever. Is just like, it's content that you can interact with in a way which you can't do with a movie or a TV show. It's I don't know, it's just strength increased by 8. Hell yeah. It's just a lot of stuff. But yeah, I feel like ever since streaming became a thing, that's when things started to go downhill. Okay. I'm gonna take another quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Okay. So we're just going to the left. Wait. Can we continue down here? No. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I think in order to get the true ending, I need 3 specific spirits. I don't remember which ones they are, but I do believe I need to have 3 specific spirits equipped during the Dracula fight. Or whoever fight, I can't remember. All of these games kind of blend together at some point. But I know that I need to have some specific spirits combined in order to see the true ending. Ooh. Fake wall. And I got samurai armor. Ooh, it raises. Okay, good. I got a katana, samurai armor, and a scarf. Ooh, got a scarf. Actually, I think I'm gonna swap that out for the lucky charm. I think we're ripe for another movie similar to Idiocracy that points to where we're headed as a world. Yeah, but the problem is nobody heeded the warning because it just seemed too much like parody. And then things started to come true and people were just like, well, shit. I guess Mike Judge is more of a visionary than we thought. And we're over here thinking that all he can write is jokes about Texans and Beavis and Butthead things. We should have one night where we all watch Idiocracy on Discord. That'd be fun. Slings hot curry at its foes. I gotta equip that. Holy shit. Okay. Wait. Okay, I guess I gotta throw it at an actual enemy. Oh my god, it just sits there and fucks them up. That's awesome! Holy shit. I love that. And you know what was so genius about that movie? Both sides of the political aisle thought that Idiocracy was about the other side. That is how you know that you are a good writer. Everybody thought that the movie was about everybody else. Oh, that's good. That's what hot curry does to me. Hot curry tends to make me spend more time on the toilet. But I'm not gonna lie. I think it's worth it. Getting those hot snakes with some really, really good spicy curry. Kinda worth it, in my opinion. Oh shit! Not only does it just like constantly do damage, but it also lures them towards it. That's awesome. I love spicy food, but it does not love me. That's fine. I will say, I enjoyed spicy food a lot more back in the day, purely because I enjoyed seeing how spicy I could take it, you know? But later on, I just got to the point where I'm like, I want flavor, and if I can get flavor with how hot this is, that's fine. But I'm not going to kill myself eating something super duper spicy just to say that I ate the super duper spicy thing. I think my limit at spicy level and enjoying it is habanero pepper. Maybe, depending on how it's prepared, ghost pepper. I can handle other spicy levels or spice levels, but I feel like that balance of good flavor and spice level starts to tilt towards spicy and spicy, and flavor is completely omitted. Oh, I love spicy food, it does not love me. Also, when you're younger, it doesn't affect you as much. So, like, yeah. Spicy food is good. But I will not get, like, the super duper spicy fire in the whole wings at Wingstop or whatever, just because I gotta show my friends that I can handle them. If there's a contest of who can eat the spicy wings or whatever without water, blah blah blah, okay, yeah, I'll do that. But if I actually want to enjoy it, no, fuck no. I'm going to actually get a level that I enjoy. My days of proving how tough I am are long behind me. Yeah, I feel like those days are behind me as well. It was... Oh no! I lost the curry one. Yeah. For me, like... Those were like my college days. And now it's kind of like... Now that I'm pretty much just a family man, I'm just like, I like spicy, I enjoy spicy, I can handle spicy. However, I'm not going to eat a Carolina Reaper just to be like, I ate one. When you're 25 and somebody hands you a Carolina Reaper, you eat that sumbitch whole and never bat an eye. At 35, you politely decline. It's like, oh... That's... Oh, you grew these? Oh, they look good, but, no thank you. Yeah. I remember... I was handed a Carolina Reaper when I worked at my, previous hospital, which was, something like 8 years ago. So I would have been in my 20s. And I ate it, and even back then, I remember just being on the floor. Oh, thank God, I got the curry one again. Being on the floor because it just felt like somebody was trying to cut me from the inside out with a fucking knife. And I'm proud that I ate it. But I'm not happy that I ate it, if it makes sense. They never bothered me too much going down, but the stomach pain later on was rough. Yep, pretty much. It was one of those things where I could eat it, and I was fine for like 30 minutes, but then I started to get just the worst stomach pain that you can imagine. I think a lot of my GERD was due to that kind of shit. Yeah, it's kind of like going to a lot of concerts when you're young. Yeah, it doesn't really affect your hearing too much when you're young, But when you're older, the tinnitus becomes pretty overwhelming. And that's purely because you went to way too many Vans Warped Tours without protective ear equipment on. I will occasionally get bouts of tinnitus because of all the times that I went to concerts and I didn't have protective ear equipment on. I can go all the way to the left. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's the skeleton room. Nothing. Okay, let's go down. Killed the nemesis, I guess. A permanent tinnitus due to shooting guns without ear protection. That'll do it too. I was never like huge into guns, but I enjoyed going to the gun range from time to time, and I could see how shooting a few shotguns or shooting off a shotgun without ear protection could do that to a person. And you never think it's going to affect you until you get older and you're like, oh shit, turns out it did. Cal be upset. Remember the day that happened? I fired a 357 snub multiple times without hearing protection, and then I noticed my ears were ringing, and they never stopped to this day. It's so bad. And what's worse is you're like, oh, this sucks. And I totally did this to myself. Like, I know that I should have worn ear protection, but I didn't. I am... Oh, Jesus. The exact same way with the rock concerts that I went to. I'm like, well, shit. I really should have worn ear protection because I would have been able to hear the... band just fine. But I didn't want to look uncool and have ear protection on. Could have been worse. All these things considered, I always fan going, and I'm fine. You know what's crazy? This isn't related, but Ryder was just saying, look at you go. Cal just decided yesterday, you know what? I'm just gonna go start walking for myself. Like, there's just one day where your kid decides, you know what? Today's the day that I fucking walk. And you're just kind of like, what? I was surprised last night because he showed me that he knows what doorknobs are. We were in the bathroom and he was going to be getting ready for his bath and he's reaching for the doorknob to let himself out, and it's like, holy shit, you know what this thing is and what it does? You know the cause and effect of turning this knob? What the fuck? There was something that he did the other day that I'm very proud of, and I know that everybody says that they have like the smartest kid, But I legit think that this was very impressive for a baby that isn't even 10 months yet. He had a toy that was on the back end of the a rocking chair, right? And he couldn't reach it. And he's straining to reach it, and he can't. And he looks around his feet and sees a ring toy of his. And he decides, you know what? Throw sharpened butcher knives. Interesting. You know what? What if I were to take this toy and use it to get this other toy? And so he took the ring and used it to extend his reach, and he got the toy on the back of the chair. And it's like, holy shit. This boy thought outside of the box when he couldn't do something and thought of a way to fix the problem. That's fairly advanced thinking for someone that isn't 11 months. One thing y'all are going to realize sooner or later is that Cal is watching everything you do, and he will continue watching everything you do for years to come. It's kind of scary when you think about it. Yep, which is why Ratter and I are trying to better ourselves as much as possible, and try to teach him good habits, whatever that might entail, early on. Because he is showing interest in things that we do. And it's like, if we show you bad habits and whatever early on, you're probably going to remember this subconsciously or not. Like, I am making every effort that I can whenever he is upset or needs, showing signs that he needs to be held, to hold him. Because I am very, very, very much vehement about this fact about me. The reason why I have such an issue with touch is because my father specifically told my mother whenever I was crying to not pick me up so that I could learn to self-soothe. And I feel like because of that, to this day, I have issues with other people touching me in general, including people like Ratter, and I've had to unteach myself that other people touching you is okay in certain aspects, and that's been very difficult. And I feel like that's because nobody wanted to like hold me as a baby, because god damn it, he's a man, and he's going to be a man, and he's got to learn how to self-soothe at some point. You always hear parents say shit like, I never raised you to be like that, and it's just like, yeah, you did whatever you realize. You did whether you realize it or not. Yeah, that's exactly it. Ratter and I both know personally the things that we don't want to pass on, or the generational trauma that we don't want to pass on, and we're trying to avoid that with Cal. And the number one thing, okay, two things. I want to pass on that touch is okay and love and affection is okay to Cal. And I also want to pass on that emotions are okay, and that if you are feeling sad, crying is okay. If you're feeling angry, punching a pillow is okay. If you're feeling happy, then by all means sing a song or be happy. Like, all I was shown being a kid was happy or sarcasm. AKA disdain for things, but in a funny light. I was not shown crying is okay. I was not shown that being let down was okay. I was not shown that failing was okay. I think that's a big one, is failure. I was shown that failure is not an option. And also I feel like you, Space, having spoken with you for so many years, you can relate. Failure was never an option, and because of that, I don't start things unless I feel like I could succeed at them. My girlfriend brought something up to me that I never realized. I've always tried to avoid people and not be seen out and about, but see, when I was a kid, I would get kicked out if I distracted my mom. Oh, Lord. If she was watching TV or something, I always had to be extremely quiet around the house because if she noticed me at all, she would kick me outside. I had a neighbor like that. Now, the neighbor was not exactly a good example because he ended up being a criminal and besides the point. The mother was showing this behavior of children should be seen and not heard as well, and her immediate go-to whenever I was playing with him over at his house, it was, if you make noise, play outside. Didn't matter what the weather was. Like, literally, didn't matter what the weather was. If it was raining, they had a porch, and they would make us play on the porch. Like, it was a children should be seen and not heard, and if you are loud, then you go outside. Yeah. Now, if you think about it, being kicked out as a kid is no big deal, but my girlfriend was talking to me about how I probably internalized that, and as an adult, being kicked out is far more serious. Yeah. That's because it's something that was allowed to fester, and because of that, you normalized it, and it made more of an impact on you as a person in general more than you realize. That's exactly like me and my dislike and almost like borderline fear of touch. It is what it is. It is a trauma that you had as a child you did not realize was as traumatic or as hard-hitting as it was. And even if you did as a kid, what the fuck would you do about it? You were the kid, and your parents would tell you, would downplay it or tell you not to feel that way or whatever. So, like, even if you did realize that that's what was happening and that this isn't cool or whatever, what the fuck were you supposed to do about it? I think that's the thing that was most upsetting about it, is like, even if you realized it, you couldn't change it. You were a kid. Kids are supposedly stupid and don't understand X, Y, or Z. You won't understand that until you're an adult. So, not only do you experience the trauma, you're told you need to live with the trauma because that's normal. And that is how we develop the terrible habits that we do as an adult. Yep, your brain is more pliable as a kid, so you internalize things much faster and for much more longer. Yep, and you think that it's normal, and when people tell you that it's not, your brain tries to convince you otherwise. That is something that I have been in therapy for years now. Ever since my dad died in 2020, I've been in therapy since 2021, and I have realized just how much stuff that my mom and dad did to me that they didn't realize that they did to me. Like, it's not necessarily that they were bad parents, but there were things that they did that they thought was good for me that weren't. And while things might have been in a combination of they think that they are doing good for me and in what's it called? The idea that what they are doing is actually traumatizing me, but they wouldn't be able to admit that even today. That's how I became the man that I am. And I'm not able to actually, like, figure all of this stuff out without a medical professional. It's pretty crazy. Because the stuff that I normalize is stuff that people are like, well, you know that that's not okay, right? Ah, there we go. We got the slide. Well, take this for what it's worth, dude, but I've noticed a huge difference in you over the past couple of years. Yeah, I think Radder thinks the same. It's like things that I normally would have done in the past, I've actually, like, talked out and verbalized better. I really do think that everybody would benefit from at least a year or two of therapy, because everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody has skeletons in their closet. And nobody is a perfect person. So being able to talk out stuff does make you a better person. And I'm going to, like, you're not as changeable, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. And the one thing, or the things that I want to pass on to Cal is the stuff that I felt like I was meant to suppress as a child are actually very human. And I want him to be able to figure out his emotions more intelligently than I ever did. Because I was just basically told to suppress everything and not feel any sort of emotions. Especially growing up in the 90s and 2000s, men were not supposed to cry. Year 2025, it's the dialogue has swapped, but I still feel like there's a mentality out there that a dialogue out there that boys are not supposed to cry, and that's very upsetting. And I feel like we're heading towards the right direction in, like, embracing emotion in general for everybody, but we're still not there. And honestly, I don't think we're going to be there until the boomers are gone, so. Okay, so we got the slide. Ooh, so that means that we can access that spot up here. Oh, another thing that I want to pass on to Cal that I don't feel like my parents allowed for me is I never took to team sports. Eventually I would find skateboarding, and that would be the thing that made me lose weight and have fun and be active. I want to pass on that, like, we can give you the opportunity to try out stuff, but if you don't actually like it, we're not going to continue to make you do it just because we feel like this is something that you should do. I feel like my parents put me through Little League baseball and basketball several years more than what I was wanting to do. And while I'm thankful for the opportunity to see no, basketball and baseball are not for me, I also want to be more open to, like, Cal being like, I don't really enjoy baseball that much, and being like, okay, we'll find something else next year, and that'll be it, you know? Cut all. Good for stabbing. There's a balance to that. We need to teach him to not quit things, get hard, but also that he doesn't have to keep doing something he doesn't enjoy. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It's like, we'll have to have a conversations with him and be like, what's going on? Why don't you like baseball? And if he's like, because it's too hard, I don't think that's a good reason to go, but just like, I'm not having fun. I don't really see a point in doing this. It's not fun for me. I don't enjoy this. Like, that's something completely different. It's a happy medium. It's not healthy to cry over spilled milk either, especially for men. It's too good for, it's good for our mental well-being to keep control of ourselves, but that does not mean you can't express emotion. Yeah, see, that's the thing that I'm talking about, is like, expressing emotion is healthy. Something that I brought up with my therapist even like last session was at my dad's, when my dad was talking to me and my sister before his own mom's funeral, he felt like he needed to, he needed to, what's the word I'm looking for? Prep us on the fact that because he was at his mom's funeral, he was going to cry, and that, basically he didn't want us to think any less of him. Because he was crying at his fucking mother's funeral. Like, that's the stuff that I don't want to pass on and to have be a memory of Cal's. Is like, Dad at Grandma's funeral told me, don't think any less of me because I'm crying at my life giver, super important to me person's funeral. Like, that is an unhealthy level of, like, toxic masculinity that's like, men are never allowed to cry. I agree, don't cry over spilled milk. But for the love of God, if you're telling your kids, don't think any less of me as a man if I'm crying at my mom's funeral, there's something wrong. I think compassion and empathy are crucial pillars of manhood. Men that are unfeeling bastards strike me as immature more than anything. Yeah, because typically those are the people that are just, like, the ones that everyone in society kind of, like, frowns upon and are, like, the money-grubbing assholes and, like, the ones that want to be the boss because they think that they know better than everybody, and they don't actually care about their employees. They care about filling the schedule and maximizing profits and, like, robotic stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. But yep. I don't want Cal to grow up that way, feeling like being sad at things where the emotion of being sad is appropriate and encouraged is a bad thing. Hell, when I was in the room when my dad died, I think I was the only one that wasn't crying, because I felt the obligation of being the strong one in the room. And that's just due to how I was raised. Uh-oh. It's the mask fucker. Yep. It is the mask fucker. Okay, starts out as a lady. Then she becomes a man, and then becomes, I think, a lizard? Yeah, here we go. Now he's an old man. I was hoping an old man in a dress. That'd be cute. then lizard! Lizard interest! Nope, just a lizard. Crawls along the ceiling. Ow. I'm gonna use a couple potions. Poisoned. Anti-venom. Couple potions. And I'm poisoned again. There was no point to using the anti-venom. There we go. Deep. Just please, for the love of God, don't put those parents that let their kids throw a kicking, screaming fit at the grocery. No. Cal will be removed if he causes a scene like that. But, yeah, not gonna be the one that's like, well, I just want to enjoy my dinner at Chili's, so everyone's just gonna have to put up with his tantrum, and I'm going to sit here and enjoy my margarita. No. Headhunter collects souls to increase. It lowers my attack overall, but as I gain more, it's gonna make me stronger. So I don't know. I'm going to grind killing Curly really quick until I get their soul. Because something in my memory is telling me that this thing is one of the souls that I need to get for the best ending. I think. Rushes at enemies. Oh. I don't have enough juice to do it. I swear to God, those are the kids that grow up and post TikTok videos of themselves knocking over displays and shit just to get views. Oh my God. Cal is just a walking fiend now. Yeah, I sincerely hope that whatever parenting Ratter and I do, he doesn't grow up to be somebody that feels like he needs to do all the shit to get likes and views and stuff on TikTok. I truly despise those people, because, like, as much as the boomers call our generation, millennials, the generation of instant gratification, I would argue that Gen Z and Gen Alpha were much worse, purely because they're the ones that invented things like TikTok celebrity and all that. So yeah, we are the generation of participation trophies, but also we're not the ones that, like, film everything on TikTok and try to get clout from bullshit. I feel like that's a lot more instant gratification and look at me-ism than anything that we do. I will die on that hill. Anybody that's making TikTok content in that regard deserves to be ridiculed. Oh. Boomers and millennials is a catch-all for teenagers and 20-somethings, which we aren't. Gen X would like you to forget that they were the generation of making everything all about themselves. Gen X was the quintessential turnkey generation. AKA, they were the generation that nobody cared about, not even their boomer parents. And so, everybody would have liked to have forgotten about Gen X. I'm sorry to say, but like, they are the true silent generation. Forget about the ones born before World War I. They were the actual silent generation. Millennials were the afterthought, and they're like, oh shit, we should probably care about our kids now. So how about we over care about our kids and give them all the participation trophies? My mom even asked us today in a group text, hey, I found all of these trophies in the attic. Do you want them? And it's like, no, Mom. All of those trophies are absolutely meaningless to me. Why do you think that I would want this trophy that was given out to literally everybody on the baseball team that didn't do shit? That didn't even make like third, second, or first place? Like, no, it's wasted plastic, and y'all bought into it. Millennials were the what the fuck do we do now generation. If anything, we're the, well, I guess this is the way it is generation. Holy shit. Wow, what a transformation. What the hell was even that? Oh, so space. Something that I've come across that I don't really enjoy a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie, about Oblivion, is I was just sleeping in an inn one night and somebody turned me into a fucking vampire, and now I have to go on this crazy side quest that if I didn't have the internet I would have no idea was a thing. And so now I have to go find all these giant empty soul gems to get a potion to turn me back into a human. So that whenever I step outside, the sun doesn't make me kill myself. I'm so fucking tired of it, and all I did was sleep at an inn. No, chill. If you're turning a vampire in your sleep, that's because you contracted the diseases 3 days prior and you get a cure at the... Oh my god. Please tell me that you're kidding. I made it a habit to, like, go to the or to the whatever and speak... Or, go to the temple and talk to the thing that cured my diseases before I would go to sleep. Oh, that's such bullshit. And what's even more bullshit is the cure for this thing is so convoluted. I would have had no idea that I need to go to the main city and go to this specific person in this area to start the quest to get a bottle that will make me not hate the sun. Vampirism in Oblivion sucks balls. I can see exactly why. She's outside. Hold on. Oh, okay. I can see exactly why in the DLC, apparently, for Oblivion, they added in another way to cure vampirism that wasn't this potion. Because this is bullshit. Just to be like, oh, you're a vampire now, huh? Well, go do some quests, make sure that you have 5 of these things that you've probably been selling so that you can get a good amount of gold. And maybe you can be cured of that. Basically, if you so much as walk by a vampire, you better be checking yourself for ticks. Well, I realize that now. I went to an area where I killed like 3 or 4 vampires, and I guess now I know, more so than ever, that as soon as I'm done with that dungeon, I need to go to the fucking temple and pray. Sanguine Vampiris is the name of the disease, if I recall. Fucking bullshit. I miss seeing the sun. It'd be one thing if you were stuck doing that, and the sun hurt you or whatever. But, like, the fact that all of the shops close before the sun goes down really makes it hurt, because it's like, well, shit. Now I gotta go out into the sun so that I can repair all my equipment. Yeah, that is something I always hated about Oblivion, and it especially sucks if you're role-playing as a vampire. Yeah. I sure as hell am not gonna be role-playing as a vampire in this game. Wanna be a fucking warrior and be happy about it. Enjoy being a strong-ass warrior. I don't want to be magic caster, although some nice healing spells would be good. But yeah, I just want to be really good with this Vihander. There was actually a really popular mod back in the day that people paid for to fix vampirism in Oblivion. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I feel like that's why in the DLC they added an alternative way to fix vampirism that wasn't doing this side quest. Right? I feel like that's not unfounded. I feel like you should be able to speak to like a religious official or whatever and get rid of vampirism or whatever, get a blessing and get rid of vampirism. But that's just me. So right now, my main focus is to get the potion to fix me so that I don't fucking hate it. I'm so disappointed too, because it's like, man, I've been having so much fun with Oblivion, and then I got vampirism, and now it's like, well, now you gotta do this side quest in order to not be a vampire, and it's like, but there are so many other things that I would like to do in this game. I don't want to have to do this. This feels like the first, like, necessary side quest, and I'm not loving it, but I'm still enjoying it. Porphyric hemophilia is the name of it. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I did have that. Now that you mention it, I did have that. I mean, there's some pretty good buffs that you get with being a vampire. I just really hate the fact that it kind of feels like whenever you work a night shift and everything only opens during the day, during bank hours, so it's time that you should be used for sleeping. I always felt like it was, I don't know. Now that I think about it, businesses in general are pretty dumb with their hours because bank hours makes no sense because everybody is working bank hours. So when everybody gets off work, you're closing shop, right? But then having your business open during bank hours, it's also during the time that people that would be working night shift would be sleeping. So you don't get their business either. So who are these businesses that are open for bank hours actually open for? You know? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And all these businesses say profitable, so it's gotta be something that I'm not seeing. Okay, so now we can walk on water. Look at us go. Woo! Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you're doing the Thieves Guild questline. Oh, yeah. But I'm not. I'm in the Fighting Guild. Because I feel like that aligns with my character a lot better. That's why retail is open all kinds of hours. Another issue that I'm having with the game, and maybe you can help me out with this, Space, but just doing the lockpicking is so much harder than I feel like it needs to be. Like, I gotta keep tapping the lock until the lock goes up slowly and reaches the top, and then I click X to lock it in place. Right? Like, is that how I do it? Because it feels so fucking tedious. I'm really not enjoying it. It's super fucking tedious. And, I know that there's a cheat that you can do where you go to, like, the far right lock, or whatever, tumbler of a lock, and just continue to push X or whatever, and level up your thieving that way, because it doesn't break the lockpick. Yeah, but remember, it was designed for mouse, so mouse, you'd have much more control. That actually makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, because doing it with a controller... I think the controller thing works with the Skyrim lockpicking, but it does not work with the Tumbler lockpicking of Oblivion. Well, that at least makes it make more sense, but I'm still not happy with it. The reason Skyrim reworked the lockpicking mechanic was because console gaming was becoming more popular. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so where was... Hold on, I gotta let the little girl in. 1 second. Yeah, it just... Oh, J-Mark is playing Apollo Justice, huh? I always like whenever these game system notifications pop up and I see what other people are playing. Like, I feel like I'm spying on them, but at the same time, it's like, well, you opted into this information being open to me. I think it's kind of funny to freak somebody out and be like, why are you playing Kirby's Epic Yarn, Toko? Yeah, clicking mouse button is a tighter input than pressing the face button on the controller, and the wrist movement works much better with that mechanic. That makes a lot more sense with what's going on. It really... It really does feel like a lot of this game feels really good, especially remastered and everything. But the one thing that I'm just like, I can't get the hang of this is the lockpicking. And knowing that it used to be garnered towards mouse and keyboard versus a controller really does make a lot more sense. But I feel like that should have been something that they took into consideration with the remake. Also, there's an audio cue if you listen for it. That I didn't know. Because I'm playing this on PS5 and a TV that's far away from me, and usually whenever I'm playing it, Cal is asleep, so I don't have it up too loud. So if there is an audio cue for it, I had no idea. I just keep looking for the moment where the tumbler goes up slowly and down slowly. Never mind, they apparently removed the audio cue in the remaster. I wouldn't know. Fuck you, Persephone. I haven't played the remaster, was just going off of the people who were posting about it. You really should play the remaster space. I would actually be very interested in your opinion of this, because I never actually played the original. And I know that you have. So since you're in between Baldur's Gate playthroughs at the time, I will tell you that this remaster is really, really, really fucking good, and I think you would enjoy it, because I, quite frankly, am enjoying it more than I did with vanilla Skyrim, for what that's worth. I know that's not saying much, because Skyrim is not good, really, without mods, unless you've never experienced it before. But I think I would value your opinion of what you think of this Oblivion remake more than anyone else that I know, because I don't know anyone that's actually played the original Oblivion and what their opinions of it might be. Come on. There's no such thing as an in-between Baldur's Gate playthroughs. I do have to wonder what your next game is going to be. Like, I know that there'll be other games that you play in between Baldur's Gate and whatever comes next, but, like, I wonder what the next game that you're going to play that actually hooks you is going to be, you know? I know I should play the remaster. I've seen 3080 Ti laptop can run it, or I need to build a new desktop. You totally should. I was telling Radder that having played through or played Skyrim, I don't think I ever actually beat Skyrim, but I played a very significant portion of it. This game looks so much better than Skyrim could ever hope to look. It's so nice. And it feels like it plays better in some aspects, but in other aspects, which is purely just like a remnant of the time when the game was made. No fault against it. It's just like hard-boiled into the game itself, like the lockpicking and all that. You just can't do anything to fix that. It's very hard-boiled. In my opinion, Oblivion has always looked better than Skyrim, but that's just my personal preference. I agree with that. I really don't like how Skyrim was snow, and more snow, you know? That's not to say that it was a bad game. Gameplay-wise, it's just that visually it was not nearly as interesting as a varied environment like Baldur's Gate. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 is, yeah, but Oblivion. Because you can go from a mountainous, Norwegian-esque, whatever, area to a snow-capped mountain to the hellscape of Oblivion, you know? But in Skyrim, it was like, well, here's snow. Well, here's a cave. Well, here's a snow-covered village. Well, that's it. Yeah, the faces are pretty fucking horrifying. I found a lizard person with a mustache and an overbite that was just very alarming. And I found it very ironic that this very, 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 like, clearly ugly, like, I hit the randomizer on the character creation, character kind of NPC was telling me that I look too pretty for their god. As much as everybody raved about how much work they did in Skyrim to handcraft all the dungeons to make them unique, damned if they didn't manage to look the exact fucking same. I don't know, there was just something so dreamlike about Oblivion, it felt larger than life. And that's funny because isn't it like significantly smaller than Skyrim? Like not even like a little bit, it's just like in a big way it's smaller than Skyrim. No, Oblivion is bigger than Skyrim. Is it really? Holy shit. I don't know, maybe it's just time for them to finally come out with the Elder Scrolls 6, huh? I mean, they've shown us gameplay of Metroid Prime 4 at this point. Didn't they show us the title screen of Metroid Prime 4 at the same time that they showed us the title screen of Elder Scrolls 6? Or am I misremembering that? Yeah, Skyrim was a smaller game world, but it felt so much bigger because of the damn mountain that she'd be coming around for the last hour. I think Elder Scrolls 6 was revealed at the same time as Skyrim. Or, not Skyrim. Of Metroid Prime 4. That's why I hate the most about Skyrim, is that no matter where you had to travel to, there was always shit in your fucking way. In Oblivion, you just picked a city to go to and set out walking. Yeah, and you would find like 12 different dungeons and areas along the way, and you're just like, oh, I should explore this. Skyrim was just like, well... There's another look-alike gunman, I guess. Save point. You would find things along the way to optionally explore, whereas Skyrim push it down your throat and borderline focus force you to go on the boring ass detours. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the dungeons that I've come across in Oblivion are just like, yeah, you could explore this, but honestly, there's not fucking anything to do here. Okay, I got 4 more minutes before I need to start wrapping up, so I will not take a bathroom break just yet. Dead warrior. Smoke and mirror is pretty apparent. Castle map 3, baby! Let's see. Oh, I just now remember which Castlevania this is. I hate this section of the map. So I'm gonna go up into this section and it's gonna take me up into those segmented sections. Oh, it's so stupid. Why couldn't that just be a interconnected portion of the map? If you just want to play Skyrim unmodded, your game will be exactly the same experience every time for at least the first 90 minutes of game time, and then it doesn't get that much more varied. Sounds about right. No! No! Shit. Okay. So I fell down. So what? What if we go this way? Oh, there's the cockatrice. And now it is fried chicken. Can't go that way. Not gonna bother with the Gorgon. Go this way. Not gonna bother with the Gorgon. I guess I'm gonna bother with the Gorgon. Trapped. Down we go. And I can't do anything. And this area sucks. Okay. No. Ah, come on. Oh. Wait. How do I summon an imp? You're my buddy now. Come with me. You're my new friend. Go get him. Well, it's not exactly what you did with me, but okay. Spam this dude. See, this is what I hate about this area is I'm going to see 6 of this exact same area And this is supposed to be gameplay? I don't know. Level up! These fucking werewolves are OP as hell. They hit you and they send you flying back and ain't nothing you can do. I'm over here. Remember which of these areas actually had something that was worthwhile. Just know that there's one area that you drop off into. And I think it's where you need to go to fight Dracula, maybe? I don't remember. So I can get some more money for Curly Joe. The clock tower. Where am I now? Oh, okay. It's literally a completely different place.
So, we meet again. I'm glad to see you're unscathed.
Good to see you too. I've got something I want to ask you.
Sure, go ahead.
Someone told me that you are to inherit Dracula's powers.
I take it that lady from the church told you that, did she?
It's not true, is it?
The term inherit is incorrect.
It's true, then.
I was born on the very day that Dracula was destroyed. So, in short, that means that I am Dracula.
That can't be right. You've been so kind and friendly to me.
That is because I don't consider you a threat to my mission. But that being said, you have made it this far. I sense a power within you. Do tell me, what kind of power has awoken within you?
The power to rule.
What? You foolish boy, that's impossible! Huh? I can't remain here any longer. I must get to the throne. Your name is Soma, right? You are wrong, Soma. I will not allow you to rule.
Jeez, what was that about?
No, I want to be Dracula.
You can't be Dracula. I want to be Dracula. I need to get to the save point, buddy. Ow. Perfect. All right. It is 8:30 now. This is where we will end. Thank you guys for joining me for another fun Ario Sara playthrough. Join us again next week. Router will be maybe finishing up the Shido dungeon in Persona 5, and I'll be continuing more of this. Soma level 18, we can only get stronger. Oh man, I just got cut off on chat. Well, Toko, let us know what you think in the Discord. But, like we always say, y'all, night, night. And don't let the true rulers bite. I don't know what that was, but whatever. Fuck it. Goodbye.